For the second season finals. My name is Kyanite, alongside me is Jackie, and here we are, third and final map in this semi-final between Infused and Choke Gaming, and it's only going to be Mirage.
Yeah, and this is going to be a bit of a wild card going into things, because of course, as we said, Dust 2, it should have been Infused maps, but Choke have been able to claim it. Inferno in a very, very convincing win. Infused beating Choke there. A 16-1 scoreline, and now going into what really is a very iffy map for the Choke Gaming side, a map that really Infused should be able to excel on. And I mean, this really could be, this could be the end of Choke here.
Yeah, but this is it, you see, these two teams need to forget what happened on Dust 2, forget what happened on Inferno, and this is all it comes down to, a BO1 right here, right now on Mirage. You win this, you head into tomorrow's grand finals, which will be a best of 5. If you lose this, you're going home.
Yeah, and that's the thing, this is going to be on the top of your mind. You're constantly thinking we have to win this map, but hopefully both of these teams as well, they're not going to go into this, casting their minds back, constantly worrying about what's gone on Dust 2 and Inferno. You have to let those go. Put those to one side, take this as a best of 1, as you're saying. Go into it fresh. Take Mirage for what it is, and just let both of these teams really go in.
Yeah, so the 9th round going in favour of Team Infused. So without a doubt, as we spoke about earlier, they should start on the much more favoured counter-terrorist side. And the man to watch for me, honestly, is going to be crucial. If this man can get an AWP nice and early, get control of mid, get into window room uncontested, then he's just going to be getting frags left, right and centre.
Yeah, he really is going to be the driving force, just blowing people away all over the place. So it's going to be a hard one, to say the least. And once again, it's momentum really here. If Choke Gaming can finally get some wind under their wings once again, bring themselves up a bit, try and get themselves back into the game mentally and in-game, that's where hopefully we might see a few things change. But hopefully, hopefully we're not going to see a repeat of that other map, because that was just an outright whitewash. Let's see how things are going to get underway very early on into this round. The Choke Gaming boys biding their time. Everyone putting heavy mid control emphasis from the CT side here. They're making sure that no one is going to be charged down mid. Windansky there, spotting through connected. 2 players on the B site. Finally heading back towards that A site now as the smokes begin to head out. Going for a spot, wasn't able to quite see anyone. Finally catches ahead as they begin to push their way up ramp. And the CTs will rotate over. Aaron gets one onto Power. Windansky trying to do something, but he's caught out of position.
Waiting patiently, spots a glimpse of another Choke player in Joe, and he will hit the floor. And even though Choke Gaming have managed to plant the bomb, no, they haven't planted the bomb, or have they? Yeah, they have planted the bomb over here towards the A-bomb site. They still are 2 men down. Infused, is the retake real? They think so. Finally, they find Ezio, and it's Crucial who finishes him off with that USPS. He gets the defuse too, and Team Infused will win the pistol.
And this is going to be big for them really here, getting that first round on the board, able to upgrade now, getting a few pharmacists of P90 once again on Zeds, so they can try and do that damage early on. Not really going for even any bonus money, just straight up going to try and get these rounds over with as convincingly as possible. Red Snake, the only one opting to get an SMG, that's going to give him a little bit of extra cash to go.
Of course, you can't afford to sort of end up giving away any of these weapons to the Ts, regardless of the fact the Ts have the rank 9s. We know how much damage they'll still be able to do if they do manage to pick up these rifles, but that could become pretty much obsolete. The attack shut down by Windansky as he spotted the Choke Gaming players pushing their way out of Palace. And the final few other men fall too, and Team Infused, easy round for them. And Choke Gaming, most likely just only PC50s around now, so they can save up a bit of cash and buy up come the next round.
That's true, the Tech 9's in play there. The smoke on SEO as well, Imi claiming to get one as well. So let's see really what's going to go down here, if they're going to spice things up. Going for that A play twice in a row. Now I want to try to switch things up a bit. We do have one man just holding behind, just making sure in case there's anything really going on. Finally on his way now. The 2 players setting up in a little bit of a crossfire here towards that B site. Red Snake just playing under window, listening out for any information of a potential push coming out.
This could be good though for Zed. He's just prepared with that pot flash. And the bomb is coming his way. How long is it going to take until he throws that flash? He hears the footsteps coming in with that P90. Can only get 1 kill though, and Mighty Max is maybe going to unlock things with that Tech 9 kill. Red Snake and Windansky chimed in with kills of their own. Bomb has been planted, which is incredibly positive for Choke. But unfortunately, Joe could not fight on in a 1 versus 4. But hey, look at the bright side. Choke, we're always going to go into the next round buying up. And the fact they got that bomb plant will mean that come the next round, they'll have even more money to work with. So a lot more nades, a lot more utility on this terrorist side, which will make their life a lot easier and definitely increase the probability that they'll win this forthcoming round.
Yeah, that money in place. Let's see how this one is going to go down. As you were saying, they've got enough cash to splash to get themselves full nades across the boards. Look at those Molotovs there. They're going to be interesting to see what they do decide to do with those. Potentially something good here. Trying to force Infuse out of position, give themselves a little bit more of an edge. Opting to go for a bit of mid-control here, but Infuse have the same game plan. Windansky charges up. He does get traded off by Joe, though, after getting a pick onto SEO. Red Snake goes for the cheeky face from short and will be able to claim the head of Joe.
Yeah, solid stuff from Red Snake. Went aggressive on short, got the kill, and now he's fallen back to a more passive position towards a B bomb site. Team Infused, they've got that 1-man advantage now. No need to go too aggressive. Don't bite off more than you can chew, and just hold on to it. Aaron hiding behind the steps. For a glimpse of one more of these Choke Gaming players. All eyes on Connector to protect his other teammate in CT spawn, make sure he can't get picked off. But at the moment, Choke, they're almost waiting for Infused to make a mistake. And you know what? They're not gonna. Aaron goes aggressive, gets a kill onto short. Can he make it a double? No, he cannot. Powell just about trades it, but it's worrying for Choke because both players were incredibly low. Crucial, ready and waiting, gets the orb kill onto Max. And even though Powell's been let loose over here on the A-bomb site, Zed and Red Snake, they know exactly where he is, and they will rotate in and kill him. 4-0 to Infused.
Yeah, getting picked off there by Red Snake. That's so unfortunate for the Choke Gaming side, and you know, it's really just these slight things that are causing Choke to not be able to just go huge. They're getting picked off time and time again, and they do still have a little bit of cash to work with here, though. They are going to try and just go in. They're going for the double dip, whipping the AKs out. Imi's the only one that isn't going to be fully locked and loaded.
So, Imi with the Tech 9. And it does look like we're going to see good old-fashioned set piece towards the A-bomb site, Jackie. I like how they've left Imi towards mid, you know, just lurking at the top to try and be a nuisance for any Infused players who decide to rotate through mid over from the B-bomb site and lurk from behind. But here we go, smoke's raining down. Windansky just about spots Imi, who tried to get the Team Infused players from behind through that connector, and the Choke Gaming attack is mounted, and it begins. They start to rock and roll, and Joe starts things off with a headshot onto Aaron. Mighty Max 2 will get a kill. Bomb will go down. Oh no, it won't, as Red Snake comes in from CT, and Zed off short, and in the blink of an eye, Choke Gaming has started to suddenly become undone, and they've got to try and pick up this bomb now, Jackie, on the bomb site, and, well, their positioning is terrible.
Yeah, really not too fantastic for them. Bomb is so far out of their reach, and all angles are being watched. 2 of the players being in connector, the backup of Crucial and Zed. Red Snake guarding his back, ready to get the frag onto SEO from CT. He will be able to take him down, and it's all on Joe. He's so low, you could breathe near him and he would have to die.
And there it is, Zed gets his second of the round. So a round that at one point looked a bit shaky for Team Infused. They somehow managed to dig in deep and salvage it and pull it out the bag. 5-0, solid start for Team Infused, but still plenty of time for Choke to get themselves back into this game. This round, not much money they can really mount. We see a lot of smokes again, so this time they might attempt something very, very similar, but for me, they've got to try and up the tempo, because that last round, the smokes went over, and then the coordination with Imi, who's looking to lurk in from connector, was quite off. If he'd pushed in when his other teammates had pushed in off A ramp, then Windansky would have had basically 2 fronts to deal with simultaneously, and he didn't have that in the last round. So this is something that Choke can make potentially work well for them if they play their cards right. Imi comes in from mid, gets a headshot onto Windansky. Let's see what Choke can do.
Red Snake goes for the angle, peeking out, and he will get picked off though. Imi, he was able to do it. He's low on health, but he's not going to care. He's going to carry on fighting. The Molotov coming out towards Mighty Max and try and force him out of position into that AWP shot, but Crucial will slightly miss. Finally follows it up though, shutting down Mighty Max. Joe and Powell helping each other out here as Imi tries to hide away.
Great play from Zed, coming in from connector. Anticipated Imi to be hiding in and around Z, and Aaron's going to get a headshot as well, but the question, that's being asked is, where on earth is Powell? He made his way towards Connector, could have stopped the bomb from being defused, but he doesn't in the end. 6-0 to Team Infused. Choke not able to hold that bomb site after the bomb went down over towards A. And to be honest with you, regardless of that, it was still positive for them. You know, they didn't invest that much into that round, and getting that bomb plant gave them the extra bit of cash to most likely allow Powell to buy up the AWP this round.
Yeah, potentially this is where they can try and find a different way back into things. With Powell with that AWP, they can spice things up a little bit, try something a bit fresh. Let's see just how they might be planning on doing that. Zed and Red Snake once again just doing that tag team over on the B site, but it doesn't look like this time B will be the place to be as they work their way towards Connector, looking to try and do a little bit of damage here against Windansky and Crucial. Crucial does get dropped. Windansky still playing very close in Connector. This could be really terrible for the Choke Gaming boys if they're not aware of his position.
Windansky taking a sneak peek, but forget Windansky. All the action is going to Zed at the moment. He says see you later to the Welshman. Aaron as well. The ex-Dignitas man getting a kill onto Imi, and suddenly it's a 3-on-3. Powell and co marching straight through Connector over towards this A-bomb site, and that will give up the game for Aaron. That Molotov flying above him, he'll know that there are going to be some angry terrorists stampeding towards him. The question is, can the bomb go down? It has finally gone down, and Powell will get a hat-trick so far. Red Snake is looking to fight on as he somehow manages to decimate Mighty Max through the smoke. It's a 2 versus 2.
Joe and Powell, the last men standing. They're in nice positions, though, to deal with this. Zed goes for the peek. Joe making his presence known, forcing him to try and focus on him, but he won't do it. Red Snake on the site does get dropped. Zed goes for the aggressive push. He's fairly low, tapping away, and Joe will be able to shut him down. Choke Gaming sliding back into things, getting the first round on the board, and that's a lot better. Choke finally doing something.
Yeah, first round on the board. Hopefully they'll start to regain a bit of confidence, a bit of motivation. And Powell again, he brought up that AWP, and it's not often that you see teams on a map like this opt to buy up the AWP on the terrorist side, but Powell made it look pretty much easy peasy lemon squeezy. That last round, all thanks to him, but this round it's all about Crucial. Multi-kill from him, double straight onto Catwalk, and the Choke Gaming players quite literally lined up for him.
Yeah, that is so unfortunate, that aggressive face. It's just so cheeky, and then to get a juicy double kill from it as well, that is absolutely insane for Crucial there. Beautiful stuff coming out, but Mighty Max trying to do something he won't be able to. Zed drops him, railing him straight into the cranium. And it's 2 men standing for the Choke Gaming terrorist side. Imi's on that B-bomb site. Powell is coming over to try and back him up, but Imi's getting pushed from all angles. He'd have to go superhuman to win this, and he won't be able to.
Yeah, Powell now in this 1 versus 3. May even be worth it to try and hold on to this AWP, consider how expensive it is. He's falling back by the looks of things. And you know, the irony, we were talking about how Powell, how good he was, you know, last round with the AWP, how he single-handedly opened up the larger A bomb site with his AWP. Got a kill at mid as well, and then Crucial, fantastic stuff from him. And Choke, they've really struggled so far on the terrorist side. I mean, I want us to try and stay positive. I want to sort of look at the bright side of life and say, well, they've still got time, but in the back of my head, there's a voice telling me, Kyanite, you said the exact same thing on Inferno.
Windansky will be able to claim the final frag onto Powell there. Interesting stuff coming out from Infused. But also, Kyanite, with Crucial landing that sick AWP shot, he has been able to win the Betway Collateral Challenge and will net himself a juicy bit of cash.
Nice. Congratulations to Crucial. Talking about Crucial, he's looking to take a leaf out of the book of Imi and go aggressive straight up mid. It's not going to matter because Choke, well, they're not going mid, they're going straight towards the A-bomb site. Windansky taking them on the last line of defense until Aaron rotates in. He finds a headshot onto Joe. Imi, very well played from him, getting 2 kills, and they might even brute force a bomb plant down on towards this bomb site. But no, Powell's somehow managed to sneak towards CT spawn, and he's in a massive position here. He could get behind not 1, but 2 Infused players. Powell comes in, so close to getting a double, and he does! Fantastic positioning from Powell. How did he get there in the first place? And Infused have no idea what hit them, and now it's all pressure on Red Snake. He avenges the deaths of his 2 teammates, but Ezio, he really, really needs a miracle to happen at this point. He might be able to get the bomb down, but he's not even got armor, and he's not even got a weapon.
Yeah, and the positional play coming out from Red Snake here, rotating round towards CT. He could peek and get the angle on SEO here. SEO has to be aware of what's going on. Creeping now. Oh, they're luckily just going to brush past each other before a potential conflict could come out here. Red Snake still holding strong, convinced that SEO is still on that A site. This is going to be terrible for him.
20 seconds on the clock, and Red Snake, he'll catch on as soon as he realizes this bomb has gone down. Ezio still not managed to really pick up too much firepower. But what he's got on his side at the moment, Jackie, is time and positioning.
Yeah, SEO, the patience of this man has to be key as well. Going for a cheeky bit of a face, this could be his downfall, but Red Snake charging through, making so much noise. It's like an elephant clambering his way towards that B-bomb site, and it's given SEO just enough information to just bide his time. And this is beautiful to watch. The patience of SEO messing with Red Snake now. He's panicking, not a lot of time. He's going to have to fully commit towards that bomb. SEO tapping through, he takes him down, and that one-on-one, beautiful counter-strike there coming out from the choke game inside. SEO going so strong.
Fantastic play from Ezio, but another player who deserves a pat on the back for me is Powell. You know, the way that he managed to somehow sneak his way around towards the back of CT spawn and kill 2 Team Infused players. Great stuff. And now Choke. They've got a foundation on which they can build. Bomb on the back of Joe. As Choke Gaming start making their way towards this B bomb site. Molotov down onto short is going to give away Red Snake's position, and Ezio's going to find the headshot onto him. Crucial with the Desert Eagle. Somehow returns a kill, but he too, his position has been given away. But he doesn't care. He's going to continue pushing straight through this smoke as he goes in search of more kills with the Deagle. Goes for the kill onto Joe, but cannot get it. And at the moment, what's really worked well for Choke this round is simply the fact that they're the ones with the firepower. So that's what's allowed them to get so many kills so far up until this point.
Yeah, Wendansky fairly low as well right now, so potentially we could see some interesting stuff coming out, but Zed chiming in with a frag onto Powell, and Joe and Mighty Max just like that, snapping through the CT side defense. Choke Gaming comes in strong. They're going to be able to pick up another round with Mighty Max finishing it off with their headshot onto Aaron. Choke Gaming 3 rounds on the board, and can they make it a 4th? Infused, their economy is not stellar at all. Everyone with just a few grand left to spare, so Choke Gaming, they should be able to just rail straight through this.
You are on that terrorist side on a map like Mirage, you're looking for anything between 4 to 6 rounds ideally, so this is Choke's chance to at least enter the lower end of that spectrum. Powell going in first, straight towards the B apartments with that AWP. You see the rest of his teammates more down fire towards the left of the entrance and towards the B apps, but here we go. Choke Gaming looking to choke this B bomb site, and that's exactly what they've done. Easy peasy with these AK-47s. Ezio won't allow Crucial to pick up that AK, and Wendansky too will get isolated and assassinated. So Choke 7-4 now, and Team Infused can rack up a bye again.
Yeah, Infused getting back into this Crucial once again, donning the AWP. The M4's in play from the rest of them. Utility not too fantastic. 3 smokes in play, 1 or 2 flashes here and there, and a nade over on Aaron. Quickly uses that though, attempting to force any aggressive plays from the Choke Game inside out very early, but they won't actually take any damage from it. They've held back. They're playing this fairly passively, ready for the frags to come to them.
So an interesting setup coming out from Team Infused.
Yeah, that double shot
really nice
play.
boost.
This could be really unfortunate for Choke Gaming if they do peek towards that short angle. Crucial watching there with a backup over Red Snake. Powell walking into almost imminent doom here.
I think Joe may have spotted a glimpse of Crucial, and yet Molotov going down, that confirms it. But The mid control is now in the hands of Choke. See Powell there just searching towards CT spawn, see if he can find a kill. Now he's going to look straight towards Windansky, and Powell gets the frag, and that could be the opener that Choke need over towards the A-bomb site. But Red Snake goes massive, double kill from him, and suddenly the Choke push needs to be slowed down.
Powell trying to hold him back, is caught behind Estio, but Estio does get the trade frag. This is good stuff. 2-on-3 situation. This still isn't too bad for the Choke Gaming boys, but from behind, Imi doesn't realize Aaron was lying in wait and knocks him clean out. Estio, the last man standing, 22 hit points left on him. The flashbang going in, trying to force him out of position. They are well aware and switched on to where he is. Crucial, trying to claim the wallbang, but Estio is not scared, holding his ground.
Just about 15 seconds on the clock. Ezio pretty much needs to try and push the bomb site and plant the bomb, but instead he's opted to save the A47, and right decision in my opinion. And I don't think Choke are going to be too worried at the moment with how things currently stand. And Team Infused, they'll be happy as well not to have lost 2 consecutively.
Yeah, this is the thing. I mean, Choke potentially got a huge just momentum there and racked up some serious rounds. 4 rounds on the board from isn't too fantastic at the moment, but it's really not that bad considering the sort of form they started off with.
It's great for their team economy.
This is the thing. So hopefully if they can add to that a little bit, they can do some damage. Now, SEO done in the Snoop Dougie there. Just watching in case anyone does go potentially aggressive towards the ramp side of things. Everyone else just holding out, once again taking this round fairly slowly.
Crucial, changing things up, this very dynamic defense from the Dutchman, constantly forcing Choke into having to try and figure out where exactly he's hiding from with that commanding AWP, but it does seem like smokes are going to rain over straight towards the A-bomb site. Aaron spraying and praying, hoping he can deal the damage. He's dealt the damage, but he's yet to find a kill. Windansky and Crucial pretty much both trapped in connector. They've got to wait for the reinforcements to come in for Team Infused before they can mount a retake, and Ezio gets the kill onto Aaron. Solid start for Choke. Now they just need to play it patient and hold off this bomb site from the incoming CTs.
Charging through in a gang of 3, Crucial, Windansky and Red Snake. A band of merry men trying to retake all together. Ezio chimes in with the headshot. Max gets one as well to Windansky. Crucial slightly whiffing the AWP shot there. Goes for the secondary peek, but his head will be lopped clean off by Mighty Max, and he turns it into a double as Zed gets slain. Choke Gaming driving their way back in.
Fantastic stuff from Choke Gaming. And Team Infused are now broke, and this is their chance to break into the upper part of the spectrum, which is 6 rounds on the terrorist side for Choke Gaming. How great would it be, for them to manage to hit that target? We see the bomb going just outside the A-bomb site. Meanwhile, Team Infused, well, they're looking to get as up close and personal as possible with these pistols. Imi is going to kill Windansky. Powell going lurking into the B-bomb site all alone, and he will take off the face of Red Snake. And on paper, this should be an easy round for Choke, and it does seem like they're going to march into A and plant the bomb, and they should be able to hold it afterwards.
Powell getting a bit too aggressive for his boots, but somehow it pays off. He dodges those shots coming out from Zed and rails him. So now 2 players left on that CT side, Aaron and Crucial. The AK is on Crucial potentially. He could find a few people to slay with it, but it's going to be a hard task for him.
There we go. Bomb has been planted. Crucial's picked up or salvaged an AK-47, so no surprise to see him all the way over on the complete opposite side of the map. Try and hold on to it. And Aaron really, with only this USPS, he's not spent a dime this round, unless he had nades earlier on that I can't exactly recall. So if he can maybe not even pick up an AK-47, but get a kill onto maybe Powell, who's incredibly low on HP, and then just sort of force him to rebuy come the next round, and that'll be pretty positive for Aaron. He's going to go in search of a kill, but Ezio will murder him near CT spawn, and there we have it. 8-6 to Choke Gaming. Or to Team Infused, rather.
Yeah, and Choke Gaming, they've just come so strong. They've come so far to find their way back into this. 8-6. Potentially if they can get another round under their belt, this is going to be beautiful, to say the least, from Choke Gaming's T side.
So here we go, final round of the first half. Team Infused spending as much as they can. 3 FAMASs on board. Crucial with that AK-47 that he saved from the last round, with Windansky with the silenced M4. Choke Gaming, they've had a lot of success over towards this A-bomb site, where the tempo has been high, where the penetration has been deep, and let's see whether Choke can repeat the pass. Windansky and Aaron do not think so. Aaron gets a double. Joe surely gets what's only going to end up being a consolation kill. It's going to be such a struggle for him to try and plant this bomb, and Windansky confirms that 9-6 now going into the second half in favor of Team Infused. And if Team Infused can win this pistol round, get the first 3 on the board by preventing Choke Gaming from planting the pistol, then they'll find themselves at 12-6. And it could very well, even though Team Infused are on the T side, tilt in their favor. If Choke can win this pistol round on the CT side, then could find ourselves at 9-all, and what a game we'd have on our hands.
Yeah, if we can see just the shots we saw coming out from the rest of the crew towards the end of the game, that's where they're going to go huge. Like, we just need to see Choke Gaming just fighting through, bringing back what they found, that little bit of spirit towards the end of that first half, and really bring that into the second half. That's where they're going to go massive. And right now, the Infused lineup finding their way, creeping for underpass. Powell does seem to catch sight of them. They should be able to read that information to Imi as they push straight through connector. Powell charges out. Windansky, though, able to shut him down. Imi, they're caught in a bit of a crossfire. Finally gets picked off as well. And the A site is completely under Team Infused control now.
Certainly is. Ezio Joe with a massive job on their hands. Joe says, massive job? Yeah, I'll take care of it. Gets 1 kill straight onto the Irishman and Windansky. Going in search of more. Meanwhile, Ezio is at mid, just waiting for someone to maybe show themselves from the window room. He knows this retake isn't possible, but now it is, as Joe somehow gets that kill. Can he make it 3? If he can, it makes you wonder whether he'll be able to actually defuse the bomb, but Red Snake will not allow it to happen. 10-6, Team Infused winning the pistol round. And we could very well now, Jackie, have 12-6 on the cards. Yeah. A very steep hill for Choke to try and climb, but they are on that CT side.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for them, but potentially, if Infused make a mistake here, get too overconfident walking into the pistols that we see on that Choke Gaming side, that's where they might be able to find their way back in. And that could be the downfall, the overconfidence on that Infused side. If they think, guys, we've won this, let's just go, let's just get in there. They get too close, yeah.
Aaron with that MP7 looking to rack up the money. And if Ezio doesn't realize, then he may allow Aaron to get a cheap kill. He does. Windansky is well off short, finding a kill onto Joe. And Powell, well, he's not really going to be able to fight him off in kitchen all by himself, is he, Jackie?
Not really particularly. He's going to have to fall back, hold an angle, see if potentially he could find an exit frag on Crucial and Res. I think they'll be charging straight past him now. Imi scurrying out of there to try and rejoin up with Max as well and just save onto those weapons. Not a lot in their arsenal, but those 5.7s and that smoke, armor on them as well. They don't really want to throw that away for no particular reason.
No, exactly. They can recycle it come the next round, sorry. And obviously, we look at the top of our screens. Choke Gaming has still spent $3,300 this round, which is quite a lot of money when you add it all up. Imi, though, is going to get headshotted, but just about Powell and Mighty Max will stay alive. So, still, something positive to take out of that round. And Team Infused, they can pretty much just hold on to these very same weapons, just rack up on a bit more utility with the odd grenade here and there, because they'll know at this point that Choke Gaming, as opposed to the last round, this round, they're going to have no armor, because they want to save it up so they can buy it from the next round.
Yeah, and this is the thing, as you were saying, they want to just try and hit it hard and fast. Looks like they might be trying to go for a bit of a contact B here. They actually walked quite heavily throughout, so potentially a footstep could have been heard if someone was playing short, but Imi being the only man there, he's on site. He wouldn't have been aware of this. He will make the call now, though, as they do rush straight into him, charging through, gets a bit of a tag off, could have potentially dinked Red Snake there. Red Snake will take 2 of the players down. Imi and Powell getting dropped. He wasn't able to get a frag, so he hasn't bought the CTs enough time really to rotate over as well.
He has not, but Ezio will get a kill nonetheless, though, so the fight still remains on until the commentator's curse kicks in. Zed and Windansky assert their dominance with those weapons that they have in hand. And Mighty Max now, again, same old story, holding onto this armor to take into the next round where Choke will finally be able to mount a defense, finally be able to bring out the big guns, the M4A4s and the M4A1Ss, and maybe even an AWP if they can afford it.
So it's all if and bust at this point, because Choke Gaming, they really have to come in strong. They have to bring their A game now, and they have to be 100% flawless. We can't see them making mistakes. There's no going back at this point. You're on the final map of the series. You know, you're the underdogs right now. You're being beaten by 6 rounds against the opposing team. And Infused, they look so confident. Everyone looks so crisp. The movement is so drilled from them. We've seen, no real misplays coming out on Mirage that Choke have to come in strong.
So the CT setup. Joe's made his way in towards the ladder room. Imi in the window room will just hold the angle and keep an eye on anyone making their way up catwalk towards short. That smoke from Team Infused is going to allow Crucial to dodge out window room. They are going to make their way straight towards Joe, so he needs to go massive here with this M4A4. Burns the floor, climbs up the ladder, and now it's just a game of patience, a waiting game. He's just waiting for some of these Infused heads to show themselves, but it's going to be RedSnake who's going to kill him instead, and he will scurry straight in towards this B-bomb site along with 3 more of his teammates, and they'll go in search of Ezio. The question is, can they find him? Oh, RedSnake burns him alive. Zed and Windansky both get a kill apiece, and Choke not able to win their first gun round here on the CT side, and this Choke defense begins to crumble, and Team Infused 3 rounds away now from winning this 3rd and final map and booking themselves a place in tomorrow's final.
Yeah, and that is so devastating for Choke right now. Every time they have a chance, it's just not working out for them. And right now we're back to square one, back to the pistols, the 5.7s and the CZ on Imi. The flashbangs really lacking, not a lot of utility across the board, only the one to deal with, and mid control seems to be the place to be for Team Infused right now. They're trying to focus on that really heavily. Not a lot of really, contestant either. Pal not going to go for a mid-window face, just biding his time over by short.
It's Team Infused. They know they've got to try and keep their distance and stick together as a unit. They don't want to lose any of these AK-47s, sticking together just in case, one of them does hit the deck. There's another player nearby to prevent a CT from picking up that weapon. But talking about weapons, Imi somehow gets 2 massive frags with the CZ-75. I believe that may have been from Connector. Aaron and RedSnake quickly annihilated. And Team Infused, they've still got the firepower to still carry on with this round, especially if Zed can find this kill over on A, which he can do. But what a play from Imi.
Yeah, big stuff coming up from him, and he's been doing damage for the Choke Gaming boys this entire tournament, so it's good to see him selling this Mighty Max, though, from behind, somehow, Crucial apple crumbles. Mighty Max switches on him and lops his head off.
Well, this round really has been magical for both Imi and Choke Gaming. If they manage to win it, then that could be that small spark of magic that Choke needed to get them back into this game. But still, bomb has been planted. But what I like from Choke Gaming is the amount of firepower they've racked up. Mighty Max has picked up the AWP. Both Ezio and Joe, despite no armor, have these Kalashnikovs in hand. Can they make it count? That's what we'll wait and see. Windansky sprays down Joe.
Goes big there. Mighty Max chiming in as well. Of course, they were so low. The Infused boys have been knocked down, and Choke Gaming, still in it to win it, will get that bomb defused. And how has that round even occurred? So many just questions that have gone on there. Mighty Max getting into a very interesting conflict with Crucial at ramp, where that just shouldn't have happened at all. Imi just going huge with a CZ against 2 armored and AK'd opponents.
Well, I've got no idea how Imi got those first 2 frags, in all honesty. But, like I said, that small moment of magic could have been exactly what the doctor ordered for Choke Gaming. Team Infused, still more than enough money, to buy up after winning the pistol and winning so many rounds consecutively. But if Choke, at this point, they've just got to take every round as it comes, then who knows what might happen. Powell playing from inside the window room, preparing with that pop flash to go out. He's going to take a peek at this AWP, doesn't really spot anything, but he does have his 2 right-hand men in Imi and Mighty Max. Push it up mid, RedSnake blows Mighty Max away, and RedSnake gets a double. He's really stepped it up here on Mirage, and suddenly it's a 3 versus 3. This is in favor of Team Infused because the Choke Gaming defense is now split, and there's only so much they can cover. They've decided to pretty much put most of their men over towards B, and finally they are starting to even out the goods.
Yeah, that's right. 1 man at mid. 1 to a site. Powell, it's really going to be on him to get the information and relay it to the Choke Gaming boys so they can deal with this potential onslaught. Windansky pushing towards Joe though. Finally, RedSnake gets dropped off. Powell coming in there with the AWP shot. Windansky smoking him off. They try and charge now. They've got to speed things up. They're going to up the tempo, getting a bit panicked there. Joe comes over to back him up. Oh, and it's not going to matter. Powell rails him with that AWP, and it is all on Zed to try and deal with things. Gets 1 kill onto Powell. Joe and Ezio, they have to retake this guy now.
Change his positioning, and I'm not sure Choke even realised this. Zed playing this patiently. The second he gets that first kill, the CTs will know exactly where he is, but Zed will clutch! What a play from the Infused man! Take a bow, son, because that was phenomenal. And Team Infused will march into their 14th round this map, all thanks to Zed.
Huge stuff there. He's always last alive, but this time around it's paid off. He's gone massive. It's crazy stuff coming out. And now, I mean, look at the effects of it. The CZ on Imi once again, the 5-7 on Max. They're running out of cash. They're getting worn down. They're worn thin.
Game is over, boys. Unless Mighty Max can pick up an AK-47. He's dealt a bit of damage towards Palace. He pulls out, but he's going in for more, and he gets more. Powell as well, getting an AWP kill before Windansky trades things up towards Palace. Powell with his second, and if there's one thing I can really sort of congratulate Powell on is every time we've seen him pick up an AWP so far on this map, he's been brilliant with it. The problem is Choke just haven't had enough economy over the entire length of the map so far to really constantly allow him to rebuy it up.
I mean, that's the thing. They've always been such crucial impact strikes that Powell's been able to get. Red Snake and Windansky, though, they're so very low. 12 HP and 15 HP. It's all on Windansky now as his teammate gets blown away, and he will scurry off, charging out of apps there. Giving the Choke Gamer boys enough time to defuse. 5 seconds on the clock. As he rotates around, just wants to hold on to that AWP. Knows potentially he can take on that. And, I mean, he knows as well they've got enough of a buffer. He doesn't have to give this round away. He doesn't have to give him an extra gun. They can hold out and wait.
Yeah, 100%. I think he made the right decision there. Pull out, make sure that Crucial can still mount up that AWP from this round. And like you said, they've got a bit of a buffer. It was not whatsoever the end of the world if Team Infused end up giving away that round, especially when you consider how badly that round went for them at the start. You know, it didn't do too badly to get a bomb plant as well, then get that extra bit of cash after losing the round. But anyways, Ezio has been put down to 15 HP over towards a B bomb site thanks to Windansky, but he still lives to fight another day.
He will do, and I mean, Ezio's prime job here on this B bomb site is at least to get 1 or 2 frags every time they do go for the rush. Just stay alive to be able to help out if they do go for that A push. Everyone seems to be rotating over towards that B bomb site right now, aware of what is going down on that CT side, but sure, that's where the main onslaught is going to recur from.
The call may very well have coming from Imi and Choke. More than prepared. Crucial shows the barrel of his AWP, and even though Powell does not get the kill, he definitely deals the damage. But look at this, Imi, like I said, he knew exactly what was coming to the Choke Game and in-game leader. Red Infused like an open book, but they've got to be careful. Infused are starting to reposition. Red Snake, the first person, making his way towards the window room. Here's a few men, rattle a few bullets towards that small hole in the wall.
Red Snake, spooked by Ezio, tries to pull out of position. Crucial charges in. Mighty Max gets 1, turns it into 2. It's all on Red Snake, more like Dead Snake as Imi rails him in the head.
That was good, I like that.
You never heard that before?
No. Last ESL Premiership final, I went for Team Confused when the Infused were playing quite poorly. I should have pulled that one up on the first map. But yeah. Anyways. Aaron, the only man who's lined up the armor buy with the Tech 9. Team Infused, not much they can really do, but again, they've still got a 5-round barrier. They still will win this. Jackie, you carry on. I've forgotten how to speak.
I'll take over. Ezio there, playing that close angle once again. As I said, his job is mainly to get 1 or 2 picks at a time, and let's see if he'll be able to do this against the Eco. Spraying away, nothing for him. The deagle shot's coming out. It's like we're watching Sauce here, the deco buy from Infused, and it's paid off. Powell, finally, he misses an AWP shot, and that was a critical one. So unfortunate for him. And Choke Gaming, they're just going to have to fall back. Nothing they can do right now, and I think they've accepted they're just going to have to play for the overtime. They're going to let this round carry on. Yeah, the 2 Choke Gaming defenders over towards that B-bomb site. No excuses whatsoever. They didn't even manage to get 1 kill onto the Infused players as they came in. I mean, sure, Team Infused had those Tech 9s. Sure, the tempo was thick and fast, but I'm sorry, but Choke Gaming losing that round, you can argue, has led to their own downfall. Windansky, phenomenal play from him, 3 kills. And really everyone from Team Infused has stepped things up here on Mirage. It's like a completely different Team Infused to the Infused that we saw on the first map, Dust 2. Yeah, and the main thing as well with that round, of course, is SEO usually just plays from sort of, he plays from sight on the back right angle, and 9 times out of 10 he will get at least 1 or 2 frags. If that's not working for him, he'll start to play close by truck, and he has always been able to, you know, usually get those trades. This time around he's gone for the Molotov, so as they jump out through window, they'll at least take a fair bit of damage, but it's not paid off for him. Caught out of position, he's fallen short and caused the knock-on effect of that round as well. Powell missing such a critical AWP shot. It's such a shame to see Choke lose a round, which really could have been theirs with ease.
Could be it. And this could be the final round of this first semi-final here at the ESL UK Premiership Season 2 Grand Finals, live from MCM in London. Let's see whether Choke can still hang on. They've only got a thread to hang on. It does seem like Team Infused are going to regroup over towards this B-bomb site where they had success in the last round. But I tell you what, Ezio this time around needs to be successful. He's got this FAMAS. Ezio needs to go big alongside Joe. And I know, we both know how good individually these players are, so fingers crossed that they show us exactly that this round.
Yeah, as you're saying, SEO has to chime in. He has to go big and show what we've seen this entire season from him, building up to the LAN finals. Joe there backing him up as well. He's one of these guys that can be so crisp at times. Hopefully we will see a juicy few headshots coming out from him, actually opting to back off. They do believe it is going to be the A site. This is such a mistake coming out from the Choke Gaming boys as the push begins to go down on that B site. Let's see if SEO will be able to change things up. Joe gets dropped off by Red Snake. Imi rotating over as fast as little legs can carry him through underpass. SEO chimes in with nothing at all. Caught in the crossfire and Red Snake picks him off. Imi from behind though doing damage. Beautiful frag coming out there. Turns it into the 2-piece. And he'd find a third Kyanite.
This is it, like the previous round. Imi rotates out, connected down to underground to get behind the B-bomb site. Powell leading the charge straight out of kitchen, looking to cook up some frags with that AWP. Looks behind the bench, finds Red Snake, and now the retake is on. He only has a 5-7, and Aaron will take off his face, and that is it, ladies and gents. Team Infused are the champions for this semi-final at least. They booked themselves a place in tomorrow's grand final in a BO5.
I mean, crazy, crazy stuff. Down to the wire time and time again.